thing. Hi guys, it's Faith. Just a lot on my mind that I want to talk about today. I am actually kind of sick, so you could pray for me if you want. I couldn't even start to begin to name things that I'm sick with, but I have like a head cold. And then I'm gonna be completely honest. I think I'm having heart problems. Because I was driving today and I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. So I just began to pray and to eat and to do different things that I'm supposed to be doing so that doesn't happen. Anyway, so I'm doing okay now. But I wanted to talk about, so the first thing that I want to talk about is actually God's love again. I just feel like we don't talk enough about that. And in the Charlie Kirk assassination, it's a tragedy. It should have never happened. I don't know how to say that because God, allowed it to happen for a reason. But I can say that I feel Charlie just inspiring me in different things. And I feel like he wants us all to stand up for what we believe in and, just kind of be the light of America because that's what he was. That being said, I wanted to talk about the love of God. So God loved Charlie, okay? God really did. Charlie tried his best to be, who God would want him to be. And I truly believe that he's a saint now in heaven. And that's not to say that he just went away. He's watching us and he, wants us to take his place because obviously he can't be on earth right now anymore. So in my opinion, I feel like I wanted to talk about this too, and I'll bring this up too, the love thing a little bit later. So what does God's love mean? What does it truly mean to be loved by God? And so I can sincerely say that to be loved by God is to take in God, because he loves to lavish his love upon us. And so if we're loved by God and we truly believe that, then we're going to believe that God, lavishes us with love. And that's where love is at. Because it says in the Bible, I think, so it's we love God because God first loved us. And I always go like this. It's how you get ready to say the Bible. But we love God because he hath first loved us. So that's a very powerful message because God loved us so much that he gave his only begotten son to die on the cross and expiate our sins and get us to heaven. So we just got to really rely on God. And another way to show that, we love God and we love him loving us is to have confidence, to have trust in his power. So if we're, having a rough day, which I kind of am, we've got to realize that God had rough days too. You know what I mean? Jesus wept. Jesus wept for the city of Jerusalem. I love God. It's so good that he does all this stuff. But yeah, so just to finish up the love of God thing. So if you're not feeling loved by anyone today, just take a step back, maybe literally, and just realize that God loves you and that's the love of God. He loves us. And I want to talk about love. I truly believe, and I've seen this in so many instances where love makes the world go round. And I'm not talking about the love of a girl and guy, like love in general. I mean, that might work too, but love in general makes the world go round. And think about it. I've talked about this before, but if you have a mother that does not love her kids and is just get up, do this, do that, you know what I mean? There's no love in it. There's no genuine help, nourishing for that kid, and the kid's gonna grow up really confused. So it's the same with us. When we walk around in the world nowadays, hi Jennifer, I like the hello. when we walk around the world nowadays, especially, try to smile. Try to say hi to people. I'm not saying go out of your way, like somebody's getting carrots and you're like, hi, how are you? You know, it'd be kind of weird. But genuinely be loved, because I truly believe, single people, if you're looking for a husband or a wife, just don't worry about. Someone said, am I the only one watching? I don't think so. It says 6 to me. If you are genuinely looking for love, this is my absolute piece of advice. And I kind of have to hear it too right now too. But hi guys. Be love. Be love. Be the best version of yourself. That means I'm talking like get up at a good time, get a good routine, pray, talk to God at least for a couple minutes a day. Somebody said, well, I am a kid, bye. Oh, guys, before I forget, I will come back to that love thing. Before I forget, today is the feast of the Holy Name of Mary, and I think we should talk about that a little bit. So, the Blessed Mother of God, Mary, Most Holy, she seems, I don't know how to say this, but to some people, she seems very fragile, just like a statue or something, and I can assure you that is not true. So, I'll give you an example. This one time I got kidnapped, and I think I told the story actually to you guys before, but I was in the car, and these 2 black people were kidnapping me. They were in the front seat, and it's hard to think about, but I'll think about it. So we're driving, and I said, they were supposed to be taking me to this bar, which I don't even drink. I was kind of out of my mind. And they're like, not going to the bar. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, why aren't they going? And so, but all of a sudden, she like spoke up through me and was like, get her out of this car now. And he, like, the black guy turned, he was terrified. And it's interesting because Mary is the terror of demons. She literally is. Everyone, the demons cower at her name, Mary, because she's just so powerful with God. And so I turned, and I mean, he turned and he was like terrified, and he like started trying to drive away, but he couldn't. And then he like stopped on the side of the road kind of and was like, get out, and opened the door from the front. And I got out, and I was like gasping for air. And I'm just like, thank you, Mary. So that's where she's very powerful. She's done many things. She's gotten me out of, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to be stigmatic. But she has gotten me out of like a psych ward. She's got me over mononucleosis. She has smiled at me before I've seen her before, you know, just different things. And so what I'm getting at is Mary, the name Mary, I think it means like light. I'm not really sure, but it is so powerful. There's a prayer, but it says when we even say the name Mary, or even only think of the, like all power is given or something, like she's extremely powerful, and she's our mother. So Jesus gave her to us when he was on the cross. And so I think we need to just take a step back for a second and just be like, Mary, you know what I mean? And she's powerful. One time I was driving in the snow, and I couldn't get up this one hill because there was like snow all over the road. And I was like, Mary, and I made it. Like, she's very powerful. So Mary. Okay, so back to the love thing. I truly believe that if you work on yourself, okay, so it's kind of like my pastor actually told me. He said that if you want a good relationship, like a really good relationship with someone, do not always look for what are they giving me. And you know, a relationship is 2 sides. So yes, you would get from the other side. But he's saying, like, when you're starting out or you're looking for someone or just different things, be the bigger person. Be the one who's like, I'm going to treat this person like heaven. Like, I'm going to, you know, like, I'm going to, hi, Shyla Taylor. Welcome. I'm I'm going to treat this person like, do I believe the government story about how September, I don't even know what that is. I know what September 11th is. But literally, so, oh my gosh, there's a bug on my windshield. I gotta get them off. What was I saying though? Oh, so like going back to the be love thing, like in my opinion, if you're meant to get married, it will happen. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, don't squander that time. And I'm actually telling myself this. Like, don't squander that time. Take that time and use it. People read the weirdest stuff on here. They're like, hello, sir, how are you? Unless they think I'm a guy. Oh my gosh. But take that time and use it and try to, you know, adapt this like mindset that I'm going to give 100%. I'm going to work on myself. I need to work on myself. Like I need to get more fit in different things, get more healthy. And, you know, just do things that would help you to become a better person mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Those are just some things that come to mind, but don't take them on heart. Like, just be love. And I really believe that if this whole world, and I've said this on the news before, if the whole world loved each other, God, you know, yourself, like you've got to love yourself sometimes. You got to do things for yourself. But if the whole world did that, like, I think the whole thing that it boils down to is love. And I'm not saying like think of love like all the time. I'm not saying like go all out, like just be love. And if you're meant to get married, somebody will come along and you'll be so much more attractive than somebody who's like, do you want to date me? You know what I mean? Like it's really cool. And I've learned that a lot lately. Not too much to talk about here. I just, I literally, guys, quit asking more questions. I literally saved someone from a wreck the other day. I was coming down this hill and I was in this lane, right lane. This car was coming down the left lane and this person pulled out in front of me. And I was like, I told this person like, slow down. And they did. And then the car didn't hit them, or the car sped up and went past. It was scary. I've done that a million times before. Flash cars, you know, tell them all the stuff. And it's just, it's interesting how you can save lives. People are crazy on cars. I do Uber and like, there's so many times people have pulled out in front of me being like, she'll slow down, and I'm not. And it's like really close and everything. It's ridiculous. Have I been to Europe? No, I have not. Nope. I've been to Canada as far as I've gone. Toronto, kind of. Hold on a second. But anyway, I have a slight head cold, so I might have to go here soon. But I just feel bad for the people that are extremely like terrified at what happened with Charlie Kirk. I'm not saying it's not terrifying. It was. I've seen the video of him actually getting shot, and it's scary. But we have to remember that this life is a passing thing. Like, we're not meant for this world, and it's not just something people say, like, hi, Carlisle. It's not just something we say. It's not our home. And I think for me, I think I need to hear that too, because sometimes I'm like so caught up in like, am I doing everything right in my life? Am I going the places I want to go, doing the things I want to do? Because guys, I'll be 31 here soon. It'll be great. I'm really nervous. But like, for example, like, yeah, like I turned 30. I don't know. I just feel like I didn't do everything I wanted to do in life. But at the same time, I truly believe that God wants us where we're at right now. Or like he wants us where we're at right now. Can't even say that right. But like where we're at is where he wants us. And that's not to say you should go further. It's more scary at the top of Europe with Russia being very scary. Oh, okay. Yeah. But, yeah, so, oh gosh, what was I talking about? I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. But yeah, I think I was just saying how I was like, oh yeah, thank God. I was like 30 and I just didn't do everything I wanted to do in life. And I think one thing that would help with something like that is just to write down a few things that you want to do or like you wanted to do in life and then try to do one each day or just have them on paper for when you need to read them. But yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to go here soon. I'm going to go here soon, but I hope you guys are all doing okay. I'm not doing okay, but I'll be fine. But yeah, just remember if you're single or if you want to, you know, get married or not, like if you want to be single. Oh, honestly, I want to talk about that too, just real quick. The single life, the single life is not a bad life. And I think a lot of people, at least back when I was like younger, like everyone was like, you're single, you're an old maid, you this, you that. And it's like, no, I'm just living life. I don't know. Like being single is not a bad thing. It's actually a gift because, you know, God's saving you from something you probably didn't deserve. Somebody said it is, I hate being single. But yeah, so just single is like the life. It's the new thing. Somebody said, I'm devastated that Charlie Kirk was killed. That's good. That's really good. It was devastating. It really was. I didn't know him that well, guys. I knew him from a video, well, from many videos, but like one of them that struck me was the one where him and Candace Owens were like in a crowd of college students that were like trying to surround them. It was insane. But I remember him from that. And when my brother told me he died, I just felt this punch in the gut. Like I was just like, how? Like, okay, Steve Bano, I hope you know no one cares about your comments. Hold on a second. I did this run today, guys, or walk today, and it was like really fast. And I was like, I still haven't been drinking a lot of water. But I need to drink water. Water is actually a very good thing, and it helps you lose weight because what? He was a young man who was a believer in God. Guys, don't worry about comments. I really don't give a darn. And if somebody says something on my wall, they're just hurting themselves. So can me and my cousin may get a shout out, please? Patrick, who's your what? Patrick, you care about what? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to finish up with some words from the Bible, a couple verses, and then I'm going to go. One of them is delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. So that's one. I'll give three. Two, that's okay. So, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall want not. And then the last one is, for I alone know the thoughts that I have for you, thoughts of peace and not of affliction, to give you an end and patience. So anyway, I gotta go. Somebody said I like potatoes. I'm out of here. But I hope you guys have a great day. I will try to get on at some point again. I don't really get on that often, but I've just been really busy and my account is in the negatives right now. It's ridiculous. But talk soon. All right, God bless. Bye.